Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Well, today, as you can probably tell, we're gonna do a bit of a makeup haul today. I've got stuff from the drugstore, Ulta, Bobbi Brown, Sephora, Colourpop. We have a bunch of makeup to go through, and I love watching hauls. I love filming them, and I have a bunch of makeup to show you, so I thought, why not? I'm just gonna place that down there for now. So I'm just going to start off with this bag. This isn't all necessarily Sephora products in here just because I have a bunch of stuff. I just threw them in bags. So we have a bunch of Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks that I bought. So I guess we'll just start off with those. So the first one I have here, this is in the shade Delicious, which is such a different, like, beautiful, cool toned brown. And it also has like a hint of purple to it. I love the Jeffree Star formula, by the way. Like, they're very comfortable and long lasting and super pigmented and thin. And then this one is just like an all-time favorite. This is in the shade I'm Shook. This is in collaboration with Manny MUA, and I wear this lip color all of the time. It's such a different and unique red. It's perfect. Then we have the shade Family Jewels. This is part of his summer collection, but you can still get it online, at least last time I checked. And then we have Human Nature, which obviously, according to the packaging, also tells me it's from some collection. I think the Christmas collection. These two shades look very similar, but Human Nature is a little bit more purple, and then Family Jewels is a little bit just like more brown. And then we have the shade Daddy, which is also part of the Manny MUA collab. And this is just the most beautiful, like, grungy stone grayish brown lip color. I love this color. And then Alex's mom bought me the shade Designer Blood because I recommended I'm Shook to her and Gemini because she just loves those lip colors, and she's like, I really want to get them. So I pointed her to the website and she's like, you know what, I'll buy you one too, which is so sweet. And I really wanted to get my hands on this because I love like super deep, like wine red colors for a night out. I think they're super like sexy and classy. And then we have the shade Christmas Cookie, which is a really pretty, just warm nude with a little bit of like a pink undertone. And then I also picked up the shade Nathan from his Family collection, and this is a really pretty peachy color. I can't really pull off peachy colors that well. I don't know what it is, like if it clashes with my skin tone or what, but this is a peach that I feel like I can pull off. And then I got this from my BoxyCharm. This is the Lactic Beauty Matte Lip Paint in the shade Demure, something like that. And I've heard Kathleen Lights talk about this brand a lot. It's supposedly supposed to be like super comfortable and just a really nice formula. I just haven't gotten to trying it yet. And then I picked up 3 of the Rimmel Stay Matte liquid lip colors. Well, actually I picked up 4, but the lightest one I think is called Latte to Go. I tried it the other day and it was just so streaky, and even with the lip liner, then when I would smile, I'd see like cracks in my lips. It just was not cute, even though I loved the color. But these are a little bit more pigmented, actually a lot more. I really like this formula. I haven't tried the Colourpop like ultra blotted lip formula, but this just gives me those kind of vibes. Like, they're not super pigmented liquid lipsticks, but they're very comfortable and very moussey. So the first one is in the shade Be My Baby, which is just like that perfect everyday like pinky nude. And then this one is called Mocha, which is your classic brownie nude. And then the shade Blush is like your perfect everyday like rosy kind of nude. I love nudes. And I also got this from my BoxyCharm. This is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil in the shade Amethyst. This is such a beautiful like multi-dimensional shimmer. It's purple, but it also has these little like blue sparkles in it. It's so pretty. This reminds me a lot of the Stila Shimmer and Glow like liquid eyeshadows. I haven't tried them yet. I have the Glitter and Glow ones. This one just isn't as sparkly as the Glitter and Glow, so I would expect it to be more similar to the Shimmer and Glows. And then I actually found this at Marshall's. I find amazing things at Marshall's, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Neon Carnival Lip Gloss, and I know this is like really over the top neon and bright, but I love this lip color so much. This just like screams spring and summer to me. Like, look at that shade. That's so beautiful. And normally I only wear like shimmery or nude glosses, but this color was just like calling my name, and I think it's stunning. And it was just Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and they had a sale going on Too Faced Melted Matte, Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipsticks. So I picked up 2 nude shades. I already have the shade Child Star. So we have Cool Girl over here, which I'm guessing is just like your classic, classic like everyday brown nude. And then this one is in the shade Sellout, which is just a little bit warmer and more rosy. And then I literally just got home from Sephora. I've been hanging out with Kendra all day long, filming videos, hanging out with her. She's amazing and so fun. I cannot wait till she comes to California again. I'm in love with that girl. She's amazing. And that is also why my makeup looks exactly the same as it does in the video we did for her channel, because we finished up our videos, went out to dinner with her husband, and then with Alex, my boyfriend. We went to Sephora, she left, and now we're here. And I'm like, you know what? We're here. I have time to film a video, so why not? So I literally just picked this up like an hour ago. And right now Sephora is having their spring sale. So the first thing that I picked up is this Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. I've been wanting to try this for so long. This just looks beautiful. I'm so distracted. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. I don't know what it smells like candy, but also like lip smackers. Smells really good. But I've heard so much. This is incredibly hyped on YouTube, and I'm obsessed with gloss. I wear gloss almost every single day, and this is just like an iconic gloss at this point. And Kendra was like, yeah, you need that. Like, I went through an entire tube, and I never go through like tubes of gloss or lipstick. And then I bought 2 Becca blushes because I couldn't decide. Like, both Kendra and I are so obsessed with like peachy orangey blushes. So I picked up one luminous blush and then one mineral blush, so I could like justify in my mind. I'm like, yeah, they're different formulas, I can try them out. So this first one is in the shade Tiger Lily, which, are you kidding me? Like, Kendra and I were literally just like, oh my gosh, when we saw this in the store. This is breathtakingly beautiful. Like, if you love orange blushes, like, okay, I haven't tried the formula yet, but if this is good, I feel like this is just gonna be like my all-time favorite blush. I don't know. I really love the Anastasia Peachy Love Blush Trio. You guys know that's my favorite. Will this give it a run for its money? Who knows? So that one was the luminous blush, and then the mineral blush I got is in the shade Songbird, and this one is also a peachy blush, but it has a little bit more of like that bronzy peachiness element to it. So when we were like trying to decide like which shade do we get, because we love both of these shades, like this is that perfect, goes with every makeup look, like bronzy peachy blush, and this is your like, I'm super youthful, it's spring, it's summer, I'm adorable, I'm an angel, glowing kind of blush. And I literally couldn't decide. I could not decide, and so I justified it in my mind because they're 2 different formulas and I wanted to try them, and the colors are stunning. And then I got another thing from Marshalls. If you're a longtime subscriber, you know how obsessed I am with Marshalls. I'm always mentioning like, I got this super on sale at Marshalls. So this is a bunch of Real Techniques sponges, literally 12, and then I bought it for $25. This is literally gonna last me like over a year probably, so I'm set. Moving on to Bobbi Brown, which is so exciting for me to purchase from them because it's a luxury brand, like for sure. And I don't know, it's just really cool that like I have a job now where it's like I'm able to spend my money on Bobbi Brown, not all the time. Like they had a 25% off sale, but I've been really wanting to try their highlighting powders. Yeah, highlighting powder. This is in the shade Moon Glow. I was having the hardest time deciding if I wanted to get this one or Pink Glow, but I always go for like gold champagne peachy highlighters, so. But then when I got it in the mail, it definitely looks lighter online than it does in person. This is more of like a true like gold highlighter, but it totally works on my skin tone. It's not going to be like super duper like, you know, blinding. It's not like a white highlighter on my skin tone, but this is like that pretty everyday highlighter for my skin tone. Not that it's sheer or like not impressive, because you can build this up to be like super blinding, but I think this is also perfect for you if you love like a sheer wash of highlighter. I did build this up like quite a bit because I'm someone who loves like a lot of glow, but if you don't want a super metallic, like high impact kind of thing, I would recommend it. And then I also picked up the vitamin enriched face base. So many people talk about this on YouTube. I feel like the majority of the things I buy are literally because they're like raved about and hyped on YouTube. And when I got this in person, I was just like, this is beautiful. Like, this just looks so luxurious to me, and it has the little like Bobbi Brown symbol up here, and it's heavy and glass and glorious. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm very, very excited. I always see Jeffree Star talking about this, so, and you know what? If this smooths out my skin the way Jeffree Star's skin looks, I'll be happy. Moving on to Ulta, and I also have like a bunch of random things in here as well. I picked up 2 MAC Fix Plus bottles. I've actually never tried MAC Fix Plus before, but I bought 2 because I'm like, I just like know it's gonna be good. Like, it's a setting spray. Well, not a setting spray. Like a spray that makes your makeup look less powdery. It's just a nice spray. Enhances things like eyeshadow, highlighter. There's so many uses for this spray. Everyone raves about it, and they had them at 50% off at Ulta, so I picked up 2. And I always go through like setting sprays, like any spray product, like really quickly, so I'll just get 2. And then I bought the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I bought this solely 100% because of Kendra Kuss. She has beautiful skin. Like, her makeup is just like glowy, flawless, like glass-like, just perfect. And you know what? She uses this all the time. It's one of her favorite primers, and she convinced me. She convinced me. And I love it. It is beautiful. If you are one of those people who like to not wear a lot of makeup, and maybe you just want to throw something on your face to, you know, make you look like hydrated and fresh and like youthful, just look really nice on the skin. This doesn't look purple, obviously, on my hand. This is the most natural looking primer I've ever used. It gives you that just stepped out of the shower kind of look, and it's just beautiful on the skin. It doesn't have all this shimmer or glitter to it. It's not like the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, even though I love that one too, but this has a different vibe to it, and it just feels like, you know, you're going through a spa experience when you put this on. This is like the best smelling primer I've ever used. And then we have the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. This was also for their 21 Days of Beauty sale. And I really like this. I wouldn't recommend using it like all over the face. So say you have like smile lines, you know, your forehead, whatever, that you want to stop from creasing. I wouldn't use it for that, just because I found that it does leave a little bit of a white cast under my eyes. I mean, it's supposed to be for people with all different skin tones, but like, I'm white, and I even noticed it like giving me a little bit of a white cast, so I do like it under my eyes. I don't let it sit there for a long time, but it looks beautiful under the eyes. Like, everything is just smoothed out to perfection. It looks really nice. And then I got this at Marshall's for literally $25. Like, this is a new product. This is like $42, I believe, normally. It's a Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and I love this. It's very like watery. It's a very watery consistency, but it does an amazing job at moisturizing my skin. I have dry skin, and this just makes everything perfect whenever I use it. I love trying out foundations. They're like one of my favorite makeup products to test out. So I bought the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir and the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel All Day Wear Broad Spectrum SPF 18 Sunscreen Foundation. Yeah. I love both of these. They look stunning on the skin. This one definitely has more of like a satin look to the skin, and this one is more glowy, and they don't last the longest on my skin, but I have this hack that I do with foundations that don't last super duper long. I will take my sponge and then spray it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, or I'm sure you can use the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Spray my sponge, dab it around my face, and that makes the world of a difference in making my foundation last longer. So that's what I do when using these foundations, but they look so skin-like and beautiful. The only little like nitpicky thing I have to say is that the color range for this, like, really is not good. This is the lightest shade they have, and even this is just like a smidge bit too dark for me. So they need to come out with lighter shades. I don't know if they need to come out with more dark shades. I mean, I'm sure they do. Like, when do we not need more dark shades? I haven't gotten a chance to look at their dark shades and how many they have, if they're any good. But yeah, I'm not super impressed with the shade range, but I like the foundation. And then I picked up a bunch of like contour powders and bronzers because I'm going to be doing like the best of bronzers slash contours from the drugstore. So this is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I don't want to say that much about it because I don't want to like give that video away, but let's just say it's going to be in that video. It's made it. And then we have the number 7 bronzer. This is in the shade Caramel, and this just screams like Charlotte Tilbury packaging to me. It looks so high-end and beautiful. I've only used it once, and I don't remember how I felt about it. Like, I know I for sure didn't dislike it. I just don't know if I was through the moon obsessed. I liked it. I'll give you an update. And then I have the NYX Matte Bronzer. This is in the shade Medium. Again, not going to say much about it because of the video, but it's gonna make it into the video. Then we have another bronzer, the Lottie London Tan Time Bronzer. I hardly ever hear anyone talking about this brand. I was so excited to try it because it just has that beautiful, like, rich terracotta, like, super tan look to it. This is in the shade Light Medium, so this is the lightest shade that they have. Again, not gonna say much about it, but it's making it into the video. Another bronzer, we have the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade 01 Natural. So this one is for lighter skin tones, it says. Yeah, lighter skin tones. I have not tried this one. We will see. And then this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. I picked up mine in the shade Light Medium. This was 50% off on Ulta's website, and Tati talks about this all the time, so I'm very excited to try this. Hopefully the shade looks okay. I suck at picking out concealer shades. I feel like it's always just a little bit too dark, too light. It's a struggle for me. I also picked up the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This one is in the shade MC1. This has a very like tarte Shape Tape type of applicator to it, which I'm not the biggest fan of because I feel like it's going to be very difficult to dig out the product once you get down here, and it's not like hygienic if you're going to be using this on clients. I haven't tried this yet, but I'm going to be gradually saving up like more Physicians Formula makeup products because I got a request to do a full face of Physicians Formula, so it'll be coming for you guys at some point. And then we also have their Vintage Rouge Blush. Let's see if I can open this momentarily. Come on, don't be shy. Come on. And this is really the only shade that interested me. All the other ones looked like gray or like way too light, but oh my gosh, that is so soft. It's like a pinky peachy blush, but I'm obsessed with the butter bronzer. Like, who isn't? So if this is anything like that, like the level of good that bronzer is, I'm gonna love this. And then I picked up the Flower Pots Powder Blush. This is in the shade Peach Primrose. Of course, another peachy orangey blush. I've been in a really big like blush mood lately. Like, all I want to buy is just peachy orangey blushes. But this packaging, this packaging is so beautiful, and I really want to try the Milani rose blushes. Oh, that's so soft as well. This kind of looks like a burnt it's just so pretty. This just looks like a slightly burnt orange, like with a little bit of a bronze to it. This is such a beautiful shade. And then one of my amazing subscribers, I love her to death. Hi, Melissa, if you're watching. I love you so much. You always make my day. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. She asked me to review this, so you will see this in a future video. From BoxyCharm, I received this Pretty Vulgar blush. I never hear anyone talk about this brand except for like when they first launched at Sephora, but this is just like a really pretty everyday, like pinky nude blush. But I really like it. It's a good formula. And then here's another peachy blush. Sorry. This is the NYX Pink the Town blush. I don't know why I love this packaging so much. Like, it's so simple. It's not bougie or anything. I just think it looks like really cute. But yeah, this is in the shade Pink the Town. And this is a more like spring, like vibrant peach. I would say it's like a true peach blush. It's really pretty. Finally, a highlighter to talk about. I have the biggest highlighter collection, and it's been getting more difficult for me to like willingly purchase highlighters because I have so many, and they're all like champagne gold highlighters. Even though this one's actually not. But this is the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Highlighter Powder in the shade Golden Sand. This is not golden at all. This actually has a little bit of like a cool toned silvery pinky look to it, but I'm so impressed with this. Like, this is a killer drugstore highlighter. It is impressive. Like, your skin has that like wet metallic look on it. This seriously packs a punch. I'm really impressed. And then another sale on Ulta, we had the Persona Identity palette, and I'm incredibly impressed with this palette. I feel like this is such an easy like go-to makeup palette, like for traveling or every day. It's mainly cool toned actually, but you have a few warm tones, and you have like your bronzy colors. These shimmers are so like beautifully like metallic looking, and then the mattes are ridiculously creamy and pigmented. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Well, I hear people talking about it, but it's not like super duper hyped, at least in my opinion. But I'm really impressed with this. So last box, we're moving on to Colourpop, one of my all-time favorite makeup brands. I just adore Colourpop. Their products are so good and they're so affordable. So I've gotten actually a decent amount of requests from several of you to use the Give It To Me Straight palette in a tutorial, and I was like, I don't own it. And you guys are like, are you planning on getting it? And I'm like, probably not. I probably already have those shades in my collection. But then I really like thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Well, here it is. I bought it. And I'm actually really happy that I did, because now that I'm looking at it, I feel like yes, I probably do have these shades in my collection, but I don't have a lot of like mauve-y looking palettes. I have the Ciate London one with Chloe Morello. That's a pretty mauve-y palette. I have like the Carly Bible palette. I really don't have like a lot of mauve palettes, and this just looks beautiful for everyday, but it's like slightly different from the everyday palette that you see, because you have your warm tones and you could do your like brown, you know, smoky eyes or your, you know, natural makeup looks, but you also have these really beautiful like shimmers and rosy colors and mauves and berries. It's really, really beautiful, and you guys will definitely see me using this now because of your requests. And then I bought the Innuendo highlighter palette, and I haven't tried this yet. I've swatched them. It's kind of weird because looking at it, it makes me a little bit nervous because these looks like honestly kind of like gray and cool toned. Like, I don't know why they look so weird to me. They feel super soft and silky. I think the only color that's gonna like properly work for me is this shade in Fine Line. Everything else just looks a little bit too deep for me. Like, it has that cast to it, so I'm gonna have to mix everything with this shade. But as far as like how it feels and how it swatches, it looks really beautiful. There's no like shimmer to it. And then I got another Super Shock Cheek highlighter. This is in the shade Spoon. This is just an amazing formula if you're not a fan of powder highlighters. Maybe you just need something that's not going to emphasize texture. You just want it to look just like glossy, very natural, like that wet sheen. I would definitely recommend trying the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlighters. And then we have another orange blush. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This one is in the shade Main Chick, so it's a very vibrant, like corally orange. Also, don't be afraid of using orange blush. I feel like some people are, but it gives you that summery spring, like youthful glow, like just that brightness. It's just so beautiful, that warmth to your skin. There's something about orange peachy blushes that other blushes just don't do. And then we have two Colourpop brushes. These actually came for free because I bought two eyeshadow palettes. I'm not showing you the other one because I bought two Give It To Me Straight palettes. One of them is for my friend. This is the unlabeled brush. I mean, there's a sticker on here that says E5, but there's nothing on the actual brush. But it said that this was a pencil brush when I bought it. And this one is like their small tapered brush. This is the E9. I bought 5 of their cream gel liners. I already have a bunch, but these were the shades that I just needed and that I was missing. And I love this formula so much. They last all day long. The colors that you get to choose from are so fun. You will find the eyeliner color that you want if you go to Colourpop, and they're so cheap. Like, you can't argue with them. So the first one I got is in the Shine Punch. So this is literally straight up yellow. Like, this is a yellow liner, but I use these for tutorials. Like, they're so fun, and I use them in everyday life too if I want like a really fun little pop of something on the waterline. And then this is in the shade Cry Baby. This is a very light lavender shade. And then this one is in the shade Get Paid. It's a very pretty, like, bright coppery shade. Exit, which I don't really know why I'm swatching this because it's literally white. And then the last one I got is DTLA, which I'm assuming stands for Downtown LA, and this is a beautiful, like, navy deep blue. Then I picked up one of their ultra glossy lips. This one is in collaboration with I Love Sadai, sorry, in the shade Curvy, and this is such a beautiful everyday, like, pinky nude gloss. Like, this is Anna, like, nudes, glosses. And then the last products I have to show you today are 3 Ultra Satin lips. These are my favorite Colourpop lip formulas. Actually, I haven't tried all of their lip formulas, but I'm just so obsessed with this formula. I actually am wearing one today. This one is in the shade London Fog. This one is in the shade Cozy, and I really wanted to try this because I saw this on Kathleen Light's like best of Colourpop video. I'm truly obsessed with wearing bright reds. I love them. If I'm not wearing a glossy nude lip, it's probably a bright red of some form, like a red orange, or like red strawberry, super vibrant red, like a wine red. It's never just a straight up red. It's some form of red. This one is the iconic shade in Magic Wand, which just looks like literally your perfect nude. So this one is in the shade Strip, and this is Magic Wand. I feel like Strip has the tiniest bit of like a peach undertone to it, and Magic Wand is a little bit more neutral. Oh, I just got a text from Kendra. Oh, bummer. She just told me that she's coming back to California in July, but the dates that she's coming, Alex and I are going to be in Michigan. Frick! Kendra! Need to come more often. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you might want to see me in any more videos, I would appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. And I know I say that in every single video, but I truly mean it. You guys are so special to me. You mean so much to me. You're so kind-hearted. I want you all to have amazing days always. So with that, have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!